In this video, we're going to explore Seesaw activities. So Seesaw activities are somewhat similar but kind of different from what we normally see when we just have students post work to their journal. So we know that when we choose post student work, or when students click on the plus sign in their Seesaw environment, they can use the variety of tools that Seesaw provides to be able to post student work on their own. But activities are teacher guided, they are teacher created. So you still go to that plus sign and then you choose assign activity as the teacher. So when you're taken to this environment here, you're going to see My Library. This is unique to each teacher. This is where the activities that you've created or that you've copied and edited from the community library, which we will look at in just a second, this is where all of those are stored. So let's head over to this community piece right here and take a look at what's here. What you're going to find are thousands and thousands of activities that other educators have created and have shared. Now, this is a sample third grade class, so it automatically defaults to third grade, but you can, of course, always change this if you're working with a different grade level. And then you can search by curricular area here and see all of these different options. So let's go up and just select English Language Arts and see what we get. So I'm going to scroll on down past those lessons and now look at community activities. And you can see there are hundreds in here, if not thousands. So we're going to take a look at one of these and look at how we can take it and customize it for our students. Let's select this nouns, verbs, and adjectives here and take a look. This is created by a teacher named Danielle Weber, and let's take a look at Ms. Weber's instructions and kind of what she's having students do. As I look at this, I can see that it looks like a sorting activity. Each of these words is probably in a text box, and students will take them and drag them and drop them into the appropriate containers for nouns, verbs, and adjectives. We can confirm all of that by reading her instructions here. If this looks like something that we would like to use with our students, what we should do is go up to the heart. The heart starts out just white, and when we click on it, it turns pink. What we've done is favorited it, or selected it, or liked it, right? And now it's gone into our library. So what's neat about this at this point is we can go down to the bottom right corner of this activity and look for the 3-dot menu. And now, because we went ahead and kind of hearted that, liked it, favorited it, what we can do is come on down and we can either remove it if we make a different decision about whether or not we want to use it with our students. But in this case, we're going to take a look at copying and editing the activity. So what this does now is this goes ahead and creates the activity for you. And so instead of seeing Ms. Weber's name, we will now see your name as the teacher. So at this point, you can do a lot of different things. You can come in and you can change her instructions. We'll talk more about writing instructions in a subsequent video. You could also change the name of the activity. So for example, if you want that Oxford comma in there, you could put that comma after verbs. You could also capitalize the word sort. So you can do whatever you'd like to make this customized for your students. So if you know that, for example, you usually say drag and drop the words, you could add drag and drop. Okay, so you can do whatever you'd like to be able to make this so that your students will resonate with this activity. Here, you're going to notice that we have voice instructions. These are voice instructions that Ms. Weber has created. Let's listen.
Choose add to start the activity. Drag.
So you can leave that there, but that's her voice. So my suggestion would be to come over to the right-hand side and use this garbage can icon. And we'll go ahead and delete her recording. And now we can select add voice instructions. From here, we get this blue circle that has the microphone in it, and we can click. And now we could leave our own instructions here. So this is just an example, but I would probably be reading this. I might be explaining to my students what to do. And you've got up to 2 minutes to basically give them some verbal instructions here. When you're done, what you'll do is head over here to the green circle with the check mark in it, and you'll click. And now it's processing your audio clip. And it's put it in here, and students will be able to listen. And now we could leave our own. So that's the first step to kind of customizing an activity. The next step is to scroll down and look at some of the other features that are available for us. The first is to add multimedia instructions or an example. We will actually take a look at this in a subsequent video, but basically what this is a place where you as the teacher can go in by clicking and create an example. So if we had had the template that Ms. Weber has created, we could bring it in to a drawing and actually work through the process of sorting the words, or maybe we have a different version of this assignment that we can use as an example. That's one option. Another might be to use the front-facing video camera to simply explain to students what to do. This multimedia instructions or example is a wonderful feature to augment instructions, to give students more opportunities to understand what to do. But what's really important to note is that students can't do work in this multimedia instructions example area. It simply is view only. It's something that they will look at to learn more. Down below is the student template, and we're going to take a look at creating a student template in a subsequent video. But this is where the student work actually needs to be in order for students to be able to do it. So this is where Ms. Weber's activity has been put. The template for the students is here. So if we click on it, this is where you as a teacher could come in and change things. Okay, so if you're taking a look at this word love and you're thinking, it could be a noun or it could be a verb. Same thing with likes are a noun because you can get likes on a video versus, hey, Avra likes something becomes a verb. If you're feeling like some of these things might be confusing to students and you would like to delete them, you can definitely do that. Okay, so you can come in and customize the templates that are created here in these lessons. And when you do that, then you can use your check mark up here at the top right and have it ready for students. So what you want to make sure is that your instructions or your example is here and that your student template where you actually want students to do work is down here. And then lastly, you'll see here that we've got a teacher notes box. This might be a place where you could just jot some information in here that only you can see or you and your co-teachers can see. So when we've kind of filled out all of these different areas, we're going to go ahead and go down to the bottom and choose Save. So now you can see that this activity has my name on it, okay, because it was copied and edited and now it's mine. So at this point, I'll be able to go in and assign it to my students. And again, that's something that we will take a look at in a subsequent video.